My brain said no today.
Oh, I wish you guys did live down here. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine this like a regular
Do you know,
thing.
Regular
It's
thing.
like
For real, you know?
songwriting session.
I'll start looking for jobs here.
Do you know what I mean? I'm being serious. I'm gonna be
I'm being serious.
I'm being dead ass.
No, we're
For
doing it.
real.
I think you guys would like it here.
Yeah.
We love the vibe.
Hello people, welcome to my home. My name is Farai KD. The KD is short for Kuzadombo, so my full name will be Farai Kuzadombo. I'm Zimbabwean, Christian and gospel background. And I want to talk to you about my EP, this upcoming project that's been years in the making. It's taken a lot of time. And the reason behind it is because my first love, my first instrument that I love is drums, and I'm a drummer at heart. I was living in a place where really I wasn't getting called to play the type of music I loved, which is R&B, hip hop, gospel, fusion, all that kind of stuff, Afro. I was like, okay, no one's calling me, so I'm gonna create music that I would like to play for myself. That was the first agenda. That's the reason behind me getting into the production side of things. I was not a confident person in terms of my ideas. I always thought other people's ideas were better. I'd asked a lot of people to help. Some amazing, talented people came to help a few years ago. It didn't fully work out, not because of them, it was just because like I said, I didn't know my true identity and in the music that I wanted to get out and portray to the world. So now we get to this point where I'm like, do you know what? I've got something. Shout out to my wife. My wife is amazing. She wrote all the songs on the EP. I met her during that time and she was like, I think you need to believe in yourself more and, trust in your own ideas. So she was like, right, we're gonna start again, scrap everything, and what we're gonna do is go from the beginning. So I had to produce and arrange the music that is on this current EP that will be coming out. I wanted the drums to speak as well because that's the core of who I am. So I kind of made sure that the drums were prominent in the songs, but not getting away of the music. The other reason for this was I wanted to share my story. I believe that my story has power to inspire others, and it's not just me that has gone through certain things. So I'll talk you through the songs. The first intro is it's an interesting one. It's literally voices of comments I've heard in the past and comments that have affected me, hurt me, and comments that have fueled me as well. So you hear like little voices in and out, and don't be alarmed, don't be upset, it's okay. Just a disclaimer. So if you're driving, don't start getting mad at the comments. And this is based upon a true story, and I want it to be as authentic as I can. To be fair, like I said, you're sharing a story. So I can't share a story that I've made up. It doesn't feel right. So yeah, so the first kind of introduction is that. So what I want you to do, obviously when recording, to sing it with a bit more like you're in it, you're feeling it.
Okay.
Yeah. And the second song after that is actually called Voices. Voices, like I said, it's about drowning other people's opinions, other people's thoughts of who I should be, who I should become, and listening to what God has called me to become and ordained me to be. You're speaking way too loud. And those voices are not only just, friends or strangers, they're even in the family circles, because everyone seems to have an expectation of who they expect you to be. And as you get older, you start to, find yourself and rediscover who you really are. So that song is really meant for that, and it's to portray that. My wife wrote it, like I said, and we both wrote this one together, and it's a really good song. And my wife is singing on this one and doing all the harmonies. She's very talented. She's amazing. Although sometimes she can get annoyed at me, but she's good. She's good. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Yeah, so that's how she feels about it. So, crazy. Let's see what we're gonna do. The second song is Fist Up Ready to Fight. Me and my wife, we used to work at this same college, we used to teach. We were just jamming, so I came up with the melody on the keyboard. Leandre, who's my wife, I don't want to keep saying my wife, so Leandre, she picked that up. She was like, wait, actually, let's record this melody. You never know when we might need to use it. And that's the melody you hear on the keys, prominently on the song. And it's about Fist Up Ready to Fight, the voices that have been drowning me. Hey everyone, I just had a quick idea of adding some toms, some separate toms into one of my songs called Fist Up, which will be on the EP. I don't know how this is gonna sound. I have no idea. You know, I just like to experiment and stuff. It's gonna be on this section. Something like that. Learn to start fighting these voices with positive words. As I'm a Christian, like I said, with scripture and prayer and meditating on the Bible. And that's how I end up fighting these doubts, so I can silence the doubts and bring in what God is saying to me louder, because He's always speaking to me. So that's Fist Up Ready to Fight, and I have some amazing singers on that one. One of them I found on Instagram. I just was like, you know what, I'm looking for a singer. The singer just popped up and I just started speaking to her, and she really did an amazing job at kind of, doing the backing vocals and a rough lead vocal. And then I have a singer here in Cardiff as well who's amazing. And I'm not going to say the name because you're going to have to wait till it's, you see it.
Know that I'll succeed. Think I'll fall to my knees.
One of my inspiration for this, I have to add that in, is Robert Glasper, because he is keys player, phenomenal piano keys player, but he found a way to make himself, the keys more prominent in each track that he does. And I kind of wanted that as well. It's not just for singers or for rappers, or musicians can also produce EPs and music and albums. So Take Your Time is a very short, it's like an interlude. It's like 1 minute song, very funky. It actually starts with the drums. Most of the other songs were produced behind kind of melodies, but this particular song was produced behind the drum kit, and I was like, I'm gonna make it around that. And it's about taking your time. So you realize kind of after fighting these voices, you now have to take your time to be who God ordained you to be. It doesn't just come like that. Like I said, this EP was 5-6 years in the making. Each year was so frustrating, because I was like, I want this to come out, but I had to take my time. I had to re-strategize. I had to, think of different ways and, meet different people and get different inspiration. Amazing song. I had another amazing artist, actually from America. Never really met her in person, but we spoke on video call and Zoom, and she understood the vision I was going for, so she did really, really well at that. And that's my son crying, if you can hear. So Becoming is like the main song for me on the EP. I'm now fully becoming who God made me to be and who I think I should be as well. And weirdly enough, if you're hearing the cry of the baby, I became a father. It wasn't planned. It just happened that I'm now a father at the same time I want to release this EP. So really Becoming is kind of sits dear to my heart. My wife wrote that one as well, and a friend here in Cardiff. We all wrote it together, and it's a really powerful song. Just to know that you've got the potential to become something great and someone great. All you have to do is dig deep inside. Like you water a flower for it to grow, for it to become a flower. You water the seed and then it grows. It's kind of the same thing with this song, where I had to water myself, with words of affirmations, with the right people around me, and the right things, the right books I read, so I can become who God ordained me to become. And the funny thing about becoming, you never actually become it, you still becoming. It's a journey, it's not a destination.
I know they can't see the light. I don't question my blessings. I got patience, and I'm spending some time on myself lately.
Then last is like an outro version of me doing a talk with my little brother Daniel, and we do a talk and I kind of speak to him about my journey. The introduction of the EP has voices, but also it's a dialogue between me and my little brother talking. So I'm really excited for you to hear it, and I'm happy that he's in it as well. It's something that is amazing for me. But yeah, so I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it kind of reaches a deeper place than just the ear. But that's my story, and yeah, but this was my comfort in my home. So I welcome you guys and I say bye. Right now, the version I am now is I'm definitely more confident in myself and my abilities and what I can do, and I've got a family. I didn't have a family like that, my own family at the time I was actually writing this. So it's different now. I'm thinking a bit more differently, and I'm getting different experiences and new stories. So you never know, there might be another Becoming Volume 2.
Ooh, exciting, exciting.
Thank you so much, bro.
No worries, man. Thank you.